Good morning. Thanks for being here. I'm Annie, and this is a Taproots 805 production. If you like this video, or if you like what I'm putting up, please give me an encouragement by giving me a thumbs up or hitting subscribe. It means a lot. Thanks. So I was watching an Aaron Doherty video this morning, and I just want to give him credit for this metaphor because I thought it was really good. He said, so imagine this. You're at a restaurant, you're there with a friend, you sit down, and the server comes, and you tell the server what you'd like, and then the server says, okay, and he walks away, or she walks away, they walk away, and the whole time that they're gone, you're like, where's my food? Has he made it to the kitchen? Has he put that order in? The whole time you're talking to people, you're like, well, where is that food? Did I communicate it right? Where is he? Maybe I need to tell him again. Talking to your friends about it. I just put that order in and I don't know if it's gonna come out, and worrying about it and thinking about it the whole time. Is that how we do things at restaurants? No, when you do that, you're creating all kinds of resistance, right? You place the order and you trust that it's going to come. You don't build all this resistance around it. And that's what we do, don't we? We work out all kinds of resistance and we focus on it, or we hold that cork down, right? Preventing it from rising. So I want to talk today about letting go and about allowance. And this is why we need to listen to our inner being, which is what I talked about in my last video. Because then we know where we sit in relationship to love, to pure love, to who we are, and to God's design or source's design, or however you look at it. So when we quiet ourselves and we care about what our emotions are, what the words are that we're repeating, how we're feeling in our body, then we can start to make adjustments to move towards that pure place. And until then, we're going to be having all of this friction and this resistance in our world, and it relates to everything. So I think about work, right? And let's take writing for Instagram as an example, as part of one of the things that I do with my job and that I've made for myself, right? I've created this so that I can live the life that I want to live and use my gifts and who I am and my quirks and live authentically, right? But there are days when I go to write. I usually will write about a week or two at a time within, a few days. And there are days where I can barely write one or two posts. And I do like to write in a raw place and be deep and authentic. Sometimes I'm so not in that space and I'm like, I should be doing this. And I'm like, I'm not getting things done. And oh my gosh, what time is it? Oh, I haven't worked out yet. Okay, I need to do this, right? Okay, focus, get this done. What am I going to write about? Like, it's counterproductive. And it's counterproductive when we do that about the food that we put in our bodies. And it's counterproductive when we do that about our jobs and our relationships. And is he going to call me? Like, let it go. We need to put it out there. We need to give out what it is that we would like. We need to see it, feel it, let it be known, right? Put it out there. Remember, we are these like radio signals that we are constantly putting out what we want. We're emanating it. So when we release to the divine for us, right? When we release to God or source or the universe or Allah or whoever, when you release, you can allow it to come. You're not holding that cork down anymore. So it's our ego, right? It's this ego, this voice that drives us, this pride, this concern. And we need to be able to learn to separate ourselves from the ego and listen to that inner voice. And meditation is, again, one of my favorite ways to do that. I mentioned in my last video that sleep is one of my very favorite ways to do that. It slows the roll when you're like on a tangent. If you can take a nap, you can slow the roll of that tangent and that thought, and you can wake up fresh. And maybe you're not all the way adjusted, but you're a step adjusted. Oh, plant went down. But you're a step adjusted, right? And you can make fresh choices from there. The other thing is, sleep is so important. And so many people dismiss sleep. Do not dismiss the power of sleep. You need to be getting enough sleep every single night. And if you're not, and you need to catch up during the day, and your body is like, I need to lay down, lay down. Listen to your body. Sleep is massive. Now, there is a problem if you're sleeping way too much. Okay, that's avoidance and probably depression, and that needs to be looked at. But if you're talking about a nap here and there, then don't sweat it. Your body is requiring it of you. Did you know, I heard this statistic lately, that people who have depression and sleep issues, which often go hand in hand, when they take care of the sleep issues, address the sleep issues, 87% of the time within this study, the depression went away. 87% of the time. Do not underestimate sleep, okay? Our minds, our bodies, our guts are, boom, totally connected. And we need to recharge. We need to slow that roll. We need to allow our bodies to quiet down and not be working and not be digesting. That's why intermittent fasting, by the way, is often a good thing. I mean, people are all different, but your body, when you fast, is allowed to do other things other than just constantly be digesting your food. And so when you take, if you decide to stop eating at 6 or 8 and then you sleep the whole night and then you don't eat until 6 or 8 the next day, you've fasted for 12 or 14 hours. And that's given your body time to do other things and restore your other organs and take care of business. And so please don't underestimate the power of your spirit, your mind, and your body working together. And so anyway, it's not our ego's job to do everything, yo. Okay? It's not, I have to work everything out. It's just me. What's this? No. Shut that noise down for a little while. Shut it down. Spend time outdoors. Oh my goodness. This also helps with depression and anxiety. And I guess I'm thinking, I steer towards depression and anxiety a lot because there are a lot of anxious and depressed people in my life. I've been a magnet for anxious people. A lot of my dearest friends have been anxious people. And I get it. I see it. And it's on my heart, and I know the gut and our mind and our nervous system and our spirit, they all work together, you guys. It's not a separate thing. So if you can, get outside, get in the sun, move the body, and allow yourself to tap into your spirit and source. And that's trust, right? Because we need to trust this inner voice. We need to trust this complete experience that we're having, and it's not just all up here calculating and reasoning. So and what that comes down to too is our ego holds on to things, and we become attached to things. We become attached to people, and we become attached to objects, and we become attached to ideas. And it's these attachments that we're anchored into, right? That's an anchoring into that doesn't allow us to flow. That's a block right there, this attachment. It's keeping you in a space and not allowing you to trust the process and be in the moment. And you are covered. It's about trusting this and about faith. You're covered. So let it go. Give the order and then release and trust that the food is going to come to you. Thanks, Erin. That was a good one. I know I need to be eating more salads, so I'm going to be eating more salads is much different than I'm eating more salads because I'm a healthy person. The vibe is different. The words that they lean towards are different. What other examples can you give me? What other examples? Write an example in the comment that you do for yourself, right? We all do it, you guys. Let's own it. Let's own it. Let's face those things and recognize them and allow that cork to float up, and let's feel good. And let's live in this natural space, which is the space of love. Are you with me? Are you with me? If you're with me, give me a thumbs up and say a comment like, yes, this is good, because it's truth. From so many wisdoms. So what I would like you to do is, one, let's relax and enjoy the process. Okay, relax and enjoy anti-inflammatory foods. Relax and enjoy the fact that we get to have fun with a whole variety of different foods that rock our body, okay? That make us feel good, that squash that depression. You are not mediocre. You are not meant to live a mediocre life, but you are not only your reason and only your noggin and only what size jeans you fit into, right? We are incredible beings. Incredible. Tap into that. And I want you to think of what you can let go of. What can you let go of? Quiet down. Breathe. Listen for spirit, because someone said this to me once, and it's so true. And again, apply it to your beliefs, but God or Father, Abba, Source, a father is constantly talking to their child, constantly guiding, giving wisdom, helping. And if that's a part of your belief in any way, then quiet down and listen, because you're being spoken to constantly in a large variety of ways. And it's not just in your ego, and it's not just in your head and noggin, and not just in your nervous system. It's all around you. So let's look for the place that we're resisting that, and let's lift up on that cork and allow it to float. Okay, that's what I have for you today. Please come, if you are a part of Taproots Warriors, come to our question and answer and our coaching session. Friday is the next one, and then we're having one on Sunday as well. So check us out. There is a link at Taproots 805 down below, as well as Taproots on Instagram. I do a lot of writing there. This past week or two, I've kind of let go of that a little bit because I don't need to be in this place of what am I going to write, and it anchoring me down, so I'm no longer running on the beach and no longer hiking because I'm like, no, I have to write 2 weeks worth of content. Yeah, I don't need to be doing that. I need to be living my beliefs and being out there and bringing good things to you from a place that feels great. And I wish the same for you in whatever you're pursuing. So, beautiful one, make it a great day.